Hey everybody, it's Casey Williams. We have a really special treat for you today. It's the brand new, just announced midsize Bentley. I'm just kidding you. It's the brand new Genesis G80. Let's go have a look at it. Well, Genesis may be Korean, but it does have a very British look to it. And it really starts with the big chrome mesh grille and the logo, of course, and the mesh down below. But I think it gives the car a really bold, prestigious look. I think it works really well on the G80. You got quad LED headlamps. Again, just really squinty. I think that's just really classy, just very sleek. Come around the side, and you get that kind of classic Jaguar profile with the long hood and the sloping rear deck. Looks very nice. 20-inch alloy wheels. Chrome here that kind of hints at fender vents. Lots of chrome down the side of it. Again, I just like the look of the car. It just looks very planted over the wheels and looks very streamlined. I like the concave here in the rear hatch, or in the rear deck lid. I think it looks nice. The tail lamps, the way they're integrated in. I think overall the car just looks really, really nice. Power trunk lid. And for a car this size, it's a pretty roomy trunk. You can certainly get enough luggage in here to get 2 to 4 people away. I like the interior of the G80 an awful lot. Again, it may not be quite up to Bentley standards, but it is certainly comfortable in everything you'd ever want inside of a luxury car. You know, we got real wood here, just really beautiful. Nice cubbies. You've got wireless charging for your phone, USB ports here. Deep cup holders, storage with the twin doors on them. Even felt lined inside. Feels very nice. You got suede headliner, stitched dash coverings. Everything you touch and feel just feels expensive. This has the Prestige package on it, so you get the Napa leather seats. They're heated, they're ventilated. The driver's side actually has massagers in it too. Keep you all stretched out on the long drives. Got rear seat heaters and plenty of rear leg room. Everything you'd want. So I like all that very, very much. But a lot of the infotainment details and other things in this car work out really well too. Starts with a panoramic sunroof. It's tinted, so it keeps all the heat out. Feels nice. 21 speaker Lexicon audio system. It's the same brand that Rolls-Royce and other brands use. Just sounds really, really nice inside this car. In the infotainment system, I think it's really creative. It looks complicated, but just works well. A lot of these Joy wheels, it's like you have to go through multiple menus, and it just don't seem to function well. This one, got a home button. You got the map, navigation, Sirius, media inputs for your phone. It's fun input there too, but your media running off your phone, of course. But all those are up there, very easy to go through them. Just click over, just turn the wheel here in the center, press on it. Very intuitive. You know, a lot of these too, it's like just hard to scroll through the channels. This one, scroll through the channels, very easy. You also have volume and tuning right here. Again, they look just beautiful. They feel nice, they feel like knurled aluminum, but there's volume here, there's tuning here, so you can just use it just as very easy. Everything just looks very nice. This is the shifter. Reverse, over to drive, back to park. Again, everything just looks beautiful. It looks like glass, but everything just works really easy. There's nothing confusing about it. You've got tri-zone automatic climate control, two modes in the front, one in the back. Again, that also looks nice. Just looks very nicely integrated too. I like all that. The instrument cluster is very nice. It's a flat screen. This does have the drive modes, but when you change the drive modes, like right now I have it in more of the comfort mode. I change it to sport. Actually changes the instruments, makes my seat a little bit tighter, holds me a little bit better. But I just like how when you go through the different modes, it changes the instrument cluster to let you know that you're in a different mode as well. It just kind of changes the mood and the character of the car. I think that's very nice. Heads-up display. That shows all the crash avoidance systems up there too as they're kind of coming on and going off. And this car has a lot of crash avoidance systems. This has adaptive cruise control. It's got lane keep assist, blind spot warning, rear cross path detection. It's got everything you need. It's got the forward collision alert with auto brake. It also has a rear seat reminder, of course, if you have a child in the back. And then it's got a system called Safe Exit Assist. So it uses the blind spot monitors to give you an alert if you're getting ready to step into traffic as you're getting out of the car. So just a really nice suite of safety systems, and it all works really well. But I just overall just like what they've done with this car. It's a comfortable car to be in. It feels very expensive. It looks really sleek and really modern, but it's not a difficult car to use or drive. And I think that's really important. I've always enjoyed driving the Genesis G80. It kind of has this character that's somewhere between a Lexus and a Jaguar in the way the suspension and the steering and everything works in this car. It's just whisper quiet, super smooth, feels British to me. And the suspension, this has an electronic suspension system, so it just kind of wafts down the highway, but it's still controlled. So it's just a very enjoyable car to drive. Now, one thing you would never find in Bentley that you do find in this car is a twin-turbo V6. But it produces plenty of horsepower, 375 horsepower and 391 pound-feet of torque. So in a mid-size luxury sedan, all-wheel drive sedan. That's plenty of power in this car. Fuel economy is also pretty good. You're looking at 18 miles per gallon in the city, 26 on the highway. I think that's acceptable. Car does 0 to 60 in 5.7 seconds. So that's pretty quick for, a heavier all-wheel drive 5-passenger sedan. But I just really enjoy driving the car. The steering weight's just right, the suspension's just right. It's not a car that beats you up. A lot of these cars just become sports sedans and they're just stiff to be stiff. This one's not. You can change the drive mode, you can put it in sport mode, you can stiffen up the steering, you make the throttle more responsive, the suspension get a little bit stiffer, but it's never harsh. And I think that's really the key to this vehicle. The G80 is it's a luxury car first. It's an enjoyable car, it's the right size, it's easy to drive, but it's just a very comfortable luxury car. At the end of the day, a Genesis is not a Bentley. But you could get out of a Bentley and get in this car, and you wouldn't feel like you're driving a Ford Pinto or anything. It is a very comfortable car. I like the leather, I like the wood. Everything about it just feels expensive and smooth. And it's just a car that I've thoroughly enjoyed having this week, spending time on the highway, putting my family in it, and it's just been a delight. So one of the things that you're going to get with the G80 that you won't get in a Bentley is a somewhat affordable price tag. It's somewhat affordable, I guess in relation to other luxury cars. So the G80 starts right at $48,000. This one with everything on it, prestige package, the twin turbo V6, the wood, the Lexicon audio system, everything we have here, $68,150. I think at that price, it's very, very competitive with the other luxury cars out there. Well, next week, we'll have another fun car. And until then, storm forward.